Hey, it's Dr. Joe from Atlanta. Welcome to Your Wellness for Life, where we discuss all pillars of wellness. It's a state of being, and one of them is social engagement. It's good for your health. And we're going to discuss the 6 health benefits of socially engaged volunteering. Yesterday, I talked about 4 ways to be socially engaged, and let me just recap that. From the invention of telegraph back in the mid to late 1800s to the telephone, to the email, to the internet, to video conferencing, and doing it all from a handheld smartphone that requires no hard wiring is just mind-boggling. So we need to embrace this technology to stay socially engaged, especially now during this pandemic. So last night I discussed 4 ways to be socially engaged. Number 1, just pick up the phone and call someone. Call your family. I started calling my parents 20 years ago. I do it every day. I try not to miss a day. And my mother has passed, but my dad is 97, and he still looks forward to his phone call from his children and my 3 sisters and me, and we try to keep him socially engaged that way. Number 2, video conferencing. One of my sisters bought 2 of them bought a GrandPad, and that allows visually seeing. It's like Skype, only for an older person. It's very simple to use. You download the app on your phone, and you can contact that person without having to go through Skype or Zoom. It's very easy for him to use. Number 3, invite people into an interactive online discussion or book club. I recently finished a 7-week book club. It's the first time I had done something like that. It was very exciting, and we're actually going to go through the book again next year because we learned a lot, and now we want to go through it again and implement some of the wisdom in that book. And I encourage you to do something like that. It's very good. And number 4, volunteering. Now, we are in a pandemic still, and volunteering may be a little bit curtailed now, maybe more risky for older people, but there are actually 6 well-defined health benefits to volunteering. And by the way, before I continue, those 4 tips on staying socially engaged, there are actually 6 more. If you want those, drop me a message or a comment, and I'll send those to you. But let's move on to the 6 health benefits of socially engaged volunteering. I put socially engaged volunteering because even though this reference that I pulled deals with volunteering, it really applies to any kind of socially engaged get-together of people. And I think it also applies to if you have a regular Skype or Zoom call with people. So number 1, what does volunteering or socially engaged volunteering do for your health? It decreases the risk of depression. You know, we are social animals. We need to be with other people. We don't want to be socially isolated. And because if you do, you get depressed. My dad has a 24/7 carekeeper with him, and he is just a happy person because he has contact with one person all the time, and then his children calling him. So want to stay engaged with people so we don't get depressed. Number 2, it gives a sense of purpose and teaches valuable skills if you're volunteering. So I'm a physician, and I've certainly been around volunteers. And actually, before I went to medical school, and even during my first 2 years of medical school, I volunteered at a local hospital back in Virginia. And funny, became really good friends with 3 ladies, and we used to just get together on Wednesdays. We worked the information booth, and then we'd have dinner, and then I would work in radiology. I would process some film, and then I would meet them up on postpartum and hand out water jugs. And that was my first contact with pregnant women. And I really look forward to it. And it gave me, you know, a sense of purpose and taught me some skills and really helped define that that's what I wanted to do as a career. And it also looked good on my resume, obviously, when I applied to medical school. Number 3, volunteering helps people stay physically and mentally active. Yeah, I mean, when you volunteer at a hospital, let's say, and you're a candy striper, or you're just a young person trying to figure out whether you want to get into medicine or nursing, probably a good good to be exposed there and volunteer somewhere. And it keeps you, physically moving and mentally active. Um, and of course, now with the pandemic, there may be some restrictions, especially for older people may be reluctant to work in that kind of environment. And I understand that. So maybe some younger people need to step up to the plate. Instead of being at home bored, maybe you want to volunteer at the hospital. And hopefully once we get this vaccine going and get some community immunity going, herd immunity, community immunity, maybe we can get this COVID-19 thing flushed out of our system and hopefully get back to more normalcy. Number 4, volunteering reduces your stress levels. No doubt about it. When you're around people and you have the sense of purpose and you stay mentally active, it reduces your stress. And we know that chronic stress raises your cortisol level, which is linked to inflammation. Inflammation now has been linked to every chronic disease on the planet, from heart disease to autoimmune disorders to cancer to hypertension, diabetes. You want to lower your stress levels, and volunteering and being socially engaged will do that. Number 5, studies have shown that volunteering helps you live longer. Being socially engaged helps you live longer. There was actually a study done it was a longitudinal study of aging, found that individuals who volunteer have lower mortality rates than those who do not, even when you control for age and gender. So that's good data. You want to stay socially engaged, and it will give you better lifespan. Number 6, the final health benefit of volunteering and being socially engaged. Volunteering helps you meet others and develops new relationships, no doubt about it. So those are the 6 health benefits of volunteering. It decreases your risk of depression. It gives you purpose and teaches you valuable skills. It keeps you physically and mentally active. It reduces your stress levels. Studies have shown you actually live longer, and you get to meet others and develop new relationships. So if you need those 6 and you want the other 10 tips on how to stay socially engaged, especially now, embracing our technology with all this wonderful Wi-Fi, wireless, no hard wiring, laptop, handheld phones. We got the technology. Stay socially engaged. Just send me a message, drop me a comment, and I'll be happy to send that to you. So happy, what is today? Monday. We got Christmas here. This is Christmas week. I hope you're getting your shopping done. I actually went to UPS and mailed off 7 things today, so I got that off my chest and ready to move on. So I hope you have a wonderful, blessed Monday evening. We'll catch you all tomorrow. Bye.